Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel where we give you and we deliver premium movies for you to watch and enjoy. And thanks for sharing our movies, thanks for subscribing, thanks for your comments. Please keep your comments coming in. We will be glad to reply all your comments, no matter how thousands and dozens they are. We'll reply it. So the movie about to watch is our superstar Timini, Mr. Loverboy. You all know Timini. And then starring Sandra Okunzuwa. So in this movie, Sandra Okunzuwa is a street girl. She goes around sleeping with men for money. You get. So the title is Loving a Street Girl. I mean, along the line, if the title should be Loving a Street Girl, along the line there's something about love should link the both of them up. And remember, she's a street girl. Street girl is someone that sleeps with the opposite sex for money. You get. And Timini is a big boy, a rich guy that runs his own company. So let us watch. And also don't forget to put down your comments in the comment section. I'm here to reply everything. Thank you. Here in this video I'll be doing a reaction. This is a reaction video where I'll be doing my add value editing. So guys, join me and watch this movie while I explain to you a little about the story while you watch. So yeah, in this video he was looking for a direction. He was heading to an island. He was looking for a direction, but he couldn't find his way to the island. And then along the road he met Sandra. And Sandra, being a street girl, was telling him, are you sure you are going to an island, or you are looking for a street girl to keep you for the night? And then he was telling him that he's looking for an island he wants to get to, and he doesn't know the direction, that she should help him get there. And she was like, okay, I will show you where you are going, but it's going to cost you 20,000 naira. And he was like, no problem, I will give you the money. But in the process of him checking the money in his bag, he noticed that the money wasn't complete. So however, he gave her the money that she should manage it. You understand? So in the process of all that, based on she's a street girl and she also wants to sell her market, so she was telling him that I can also keep you for the night, that if me and you, if the both of us should do 1 or 2 on the bed, that I'm going to service you very well and all that. And she was also promising him that she's a clean girl, that she does check up, take care of herself, and he should not bother about everything. That if he's going to give her sex, that he's going to pay for her sex. And they both agreed on it. So let us watch, guys. So yeah, Timini has money, right? And along the line, when she goes to the guy's house, she noticed that the guy has money. And then she called her friend to tell her friend that even the 20,000 naira that she even charged the guy, that the guy paid more down, that the guy paid her 20,000 naira, that the guy is a very rich guy. And the guy even wants her not just to stay for the night, he wants her to stay for weeks, going to months, and he's going to pay for everything. Okay, that the guy is a billionaire, that he has money, he runs his own company. So that was what her and her friend discussed. And her friend was advising her to be careful so that he will not use her for money ritual, of which she said okay, that she'll be careful in everything that she's doing. And then also in this scene, Timini got to his office where he works, and then his uncle from nowhere came and was telling him that he was hearing that he wants to sell the company that his brother has. His brother is Timini's father that is late, because the company was just dormant, nothing there was happening, and he took it upon himself to run the company, to bring the company to the limelight where the company is right now. So this uncle came in and was like, we can't allow you sell my brother's company. So that was where the whole issue started from. And then he had to challenge the brother that, where were you when the company was down, when the company was dead? And all of a sudden I brought it up to limelight and you want to take it away from me? That is not possible. So you can imagine the selfishness. I mean, if you're in his shoes, what will you do? Because it won't be easy when your brother has a company and then his son wants to sell it out. At least the reasonable thing to do is to reason with him. So here in this scene, yeah, in the scene, he came back from work. He was tired and stressed, but then he had to reach out to Sandra in the room where she's staying. Remember, she's staying in his house now because he told her to stay for 2 weeks. That he's going to pay for her whole service for 2 weeks. I mean, he's a big boy and he has the money to foot the bills. So he saw her on the dress and he was like looking at her in a funny way. So she was asking him, why were you looking at me that way? And then he said that he wasn't comfortable with her wearing something that is skimpy, something that is short, that reveals the shape of her body, that he doesn't like it. So, and then again, he was also telling her that he wants them to get high so that he can bring alcohol and send that they can do some things on the bed. You understand what I'm talking about? I don't really need to say the words out, but I know you understand what I'm talking. So he just wanted her to do some 1 or 2 on the bed. And then he stepped out to get a drink. And then when they were drinking, they were gisting and talking and flowing. And then she was throwing out some business ideas to him and telling him that money is good, that if someone have money can solve a lot of problems to you. But he wasn't really interested in what she was saying. All his mindset was he wants to sleep with her over and over again. And based on they were drinking, so she told him that she doesn't like the fact that they are drinking and also doing some things on the bed, that she wants to be doing it with a clear eyes so that she can be knowing what he's doing to her and all that. And he was already in the mood for everything. So she was like, the way we are drinking alcohol and doing this thing on bed, that he wants to be saying everything that is happening on the bed. You get? Yeah. So yeah, his stepsisters. He has a stepsister. You know, I remember I told you that his uncle came to tell him not to sell the company. Now this is his stepsister. The stepsisters came telling him not to sell the company. That even if he wants to sell it, that he should give them a share of it because it's their father's property. But the younger stepsister was being rude about it. But the elder one was being reasonable and trying to be reasonable with him and all that. And the younger one was telling him that after all, this is our father's company, that we are not even begging you for money. And it caused a very big family problem. And along the line, that Sandra's friend that she was talking to was the same stepsister. But then again, the both of them had to act like they don't know each other. And then Timini was always hammering on the fact of my father this, my father that. So the younger stepsister got angry. I was telling him that you always say my father, after all is also my father. And she was telling him that what did your mother do that our dad had to chase her out of the house after the suffer that he has suffered when the company was going down and dead, and he had to put money and resources and energy into it to bring the company up, and now he wants to sell it, and now they want to claim birthright on the company. But the elder sister, which is the stepsister, was being reasonable and begging him to forgive their actions, their mother actions, and be reasonable with it. So if you are the one, what will you do? Will you be reasonable with the sister? Because I don't know if I'll be reasonable, because I mean his stepmom maltreated him and his mom, and the whole thing was all about revenge. And God blessed him, he was able to raise the company up. And now, because I don't know, if I'm the one, I'll be reasonable at some point, being able to give my stepsister a share in the money, you get. But the younger sister was not reasonable. She was just blabbing and talking, shouting. I was being arrogant and rude in everything. And he was even telling the elder sister that is the stepsister that you would have even come alone instead of bringing this your younger one that is talking to me anyhow. So I mean, if you are the one, what are you going to do? Because at some point I was reasonable to share the money with them. If at all I don't want to sell the company again, employ them to work. What's your own point? What will you do if you're the one? Yeah, in this scene, Sandra was saying that she was leaving the house. She said she could not stay any longer, because her friend is the stepsister to the man she's falling in love with, because she's already falling for the guy. And then she said she was done, she wants to go, and he was offering her 2 million naira, but she refused the money. He was begging her to take the money, but she refused the money. And the deal was a 2 weeks deal to stay in his house, service him and do everything. But he was already falling in love with her. He wanted her to stay more. He wanted her to be his woman. You understand? So it was really an heartbreak for him. And then he had to let her go because he can't keep her against her will. So watch this scene. He had to let her go. He was even telling her to take the money he gave her, but she refused. Because I think she was also falling in love with him. She was also falling in love with him, but it was all about business and she was there for the money. She had the money, and then it was time to leave, which she left. But then Timini was heartbroken because he has fallen in love with her already. I mean, she was a street girl, but he found something good in a street girl. So I won't blame her. I won't blame her. She had to stay away from her friend's family because her best friend is Timini's stepsister. So she was trying to stay away, go back to her street life to hustle money. And then she doesn't know if he will be there to date an Ashawo lady. He doesn't know if he will be there to stay long with her to date a street girl. If he will not be reminding her of her past. She doesn't know. So she was scared of everything, and then she left him heartbroken. Yeah, in this scene, she got back to her trenches life, her local life, and her friend, being Timini's stepsister, was telling her that why did she leave, that the guy already likes you, and she's not happy with the way she left the guy's house. And she was like, why won't I leave? That the guy will not find anything good in me because she's a street girl, but not knowing to her that the guy already likes her. But she was scared because of the kind of lifestyle she was living, if the guy will not judge her and everything, but not knowing the guy was even finding a way back to her heart. And then in the process of talking to her sister, she doesn't know how the guy traced her to her house. She doesn't know how he traced her. And then he got to her house, and then he was telling her that he really loves her, that he has fallen in love with a street girl, and he wanted more from her, more of what they shared. He wants a family, a relationship with her, and he doesn't want her out of his life. That he wants everything good of a relationship with her. He wants to start something new with her. And then he turned to his younger stepsister, which was there also, and said he has forgiven her for everything, that he wants a good relationship with her elder sister, and he wants a family union with her and her elder sister. And they bonded and everyone became happy. So Sandra agreed to be his girlfriend, to date him, and also stop the street life she was living. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this movie to the end. So please drop your comments in the comment section, and I'll be glad to reply to you. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed. Like our videos, share our videos. Thank you, and God bless you.